Hey everybody, Juvenile Stacks here. Today we're doing something a little different. We've been doing that a lot these days, experimenting with new things. And today I'm going to do a top 11 list. Usually, people do a top 10, but I go above and beyond. Sorry, that's so stupid, but I had to do it to you. Well, the reason I decided to think about uh, doing a list like this, people will link memories to smells, and much like that, there are some of those that I have, and some of these you can also get these products. I'm gonna have a list of like different things, like not just the products, but also a list of like sources and whatnot for some of the things I plan on talking about, and just some of the different things that I'm showing you guys, so you guys can have some frame of reference. Alright, number one, I said I wasn't going to put these in particular order, but number one actually is one of my favorite smells ever. I, I do my grandmother's and I's laundry every week, and in doing so, we have a good detergent that we only use for our bedding, and the stuff we use is called Diva by a group called Tyler Candle Company. Man, they're out of Tyler, Texas, and my goodness, it smells so good. It's used in like 5-star hotels um, and in resorts like that. It's so good. You really, real talk. If there's any of these you look into, this stuff is kind of expensive, but a smaller bottle is less expensive. You can get it on Amazon. I'll put a link to it. If you do get it from that link, I will get a little commission, but it's just, it's no thing, guys. Alright, now, number two, the smell of black pepper. Fresh cracked black pepper. I read a study and I just went and looked back at it. It's supposed to help with the sense of the sense of anxiety, and supposedly it might be a placebo effect, and supposedly it also just helps people who smoke cannabis, or they talked about it with people who do, so I'm not sure how viable the study is, but the scent of black pepper does release great terpenes that do smell really good. There's something about that scent that is just, it's powerful. It can be, people always say it makes them sneeze and whatnot. Oh man, it takes everything in my power after I use our pepper grinder to just not stick my nose right in it every single time afterwards. Alright, number three. Last year for Christmas, Nana and I made a vanilla extract for everybody, and that's like as from this household. And we got fresh vanilla bean pods, and my number three is fresh vanilla bean. Oh my goodness. We got little bottles, and we got labels, and we got some beans, and we got some alcohol, made the whole thing. But while I was scoring the beans and cutting them up, I could not. It was the most intoxicating scent ever. They are the seed pods of an orchid plant, or of a kind of orchid, and man, they just smell so good. I could not stop myself from just like smelling my hands for just hours after. Even after I washed my hands, the smell was lingering. It was so good. It was unbelievable. I can't wait to do it again, just for the fact that I'm going to get to experience that again. That stuff is so good. Alright, we're getting into number four. Number four is lemons and citrus. Another thing I think I read, I'll have to look for this one. I haven't looked into it like I did the black pepper one. This one might be wrong, but first, I think I read that somewhere that the smell of citrus and lemons especially is a smell that's clean in our brain, so we like equate it with like the scent of being clean, and there's something about that. If it's fresh orange juice, limes, zest in a dish, or if I'm putting lemon slices or lemon wedges in my water. You know, different amazing ways you can use it. Um, there, I love that scent. There's something so nice and so powerful about it. It's the acidity really cuts through bad smells. Love it. Unbelievable stuff. Okay, I know earlier we talked about cannabis. Number five, good cannabis smell. There's something about it. Um, Cracking open a really nice fresh nugget and just sticking your nose right into it. It is unbelievable. The different scents you can get out of it. It truly is a multi-sensory experience. I don't recommend it, of course, for anybody under the age of 18. And purely medicinal. I am disabled, so it's a thing that I quite enjoy to smell from time to time. And there's just something about it that is just so nice and so pleasant. It can be everything from like fruity to peppery to candy. Like there's just so many different things and ways that you can enjoy the smell of cannabis. Okay, number six. Now we're going into a nostalgic thing, and we're going into the smell of old books. Now I'm not sure if it's like the smell of like old settling in, or if it's like that and a mixture of old book glue. I don't know what it is, but there's something about a book that was made in like the 1970s or before that you can just crack it open and stick your nose right into it, and it is almost pure bliss. It transports me back to when I was much younger, whenever we didn't have cell phones and stuff. Sound like an old man right now, but whenever we didn't have these things, and one of the things that I would love to do was read books. I was reading probably 5 or 6 different books at a time, ADD brain, and I love looking at older books as well, and there was just something so intoxicating and something so pleasurable about opening an old book that hasn't been opened for a while and just giving it a good smell. I love that stuff. Okay, man. Number 7, hot coffee or coffee grounds. Oh my goodness. I love the smell of coffee being made. It screams morning time. It is refreshing. It can be good to start the day with, and the scent just peps you up even before you can get a cup of joe, while it's still percolating, while it's still being made, and while that pot is still just filling with that amazing bean juice. You're so excited for it, you're anticipating it, you can't do anything about it, you have to wait, but that smell is just helping carry you through the process. You know it's going to be so good. It is just so good. There is just something about I'm not a snob about my coffee. I drink Folgers, 100% Colombian. That's the big thing that we have in the house, and it is good. It's it's Folgers, so it's decently cheap for what it is. But man, cracking open a new one and just sticking my head right in the container, obviously not fully into it, but sticking my head close enough that I can get a good, full sensory overload of that coffee smell is otherworldly. Genuinely, it is just so good. I love it. Man, all of these things I'm talking about are just killing me to go through, because my goodness, there is just something about each of these things. They draw in so many memories, and not just that, but they also they're just daily scents that I think about and am inundated with all the time, and in the best of ways. I love it. Number 8 is a little more different now. We're starting to swerve a little bit. Rosemary. The scent of rosemary is amazing. You pick it fresh from the garden. It has I think of the Mediterranean palette. I think of amazing sourdough breads. I think of compound butters. I think of compound salts, just that are just again inundated with that not vegetal, but like that amazing aroma of rosemary. I like to keep a couple of rosemary plants in my garden every year. There's something about keeping them there, that they're good for keeping deer away. They bring in good bugs and whatnot with their scent, and they keep away the bad things. There's something about that. I love that kind of usefulness, and also a good, wholesome scent. Alright, now these last 3, these are where we get a little crazy. Number 9, we're going to start out with Louis Vuitton's Cactus Garden Cologne. Now this stuff is expensive. All 3 of these next ones. The next one is not so much, but this one and number 11 are both, they're big boy prices. But I'll have to explain sometime enough of you guys. If you put in the comments Yeehaw Fever Dream, I will get my little cousin to talk to you, my cousin and I, to talk to you about the Yeehaw Fever Dream, aka the time that my little cousin and I went to Las Vegas right before COVID hit the United States. But in part of this, one of the things that we got while we were there were little travel-sized bottles we got for free of different scents, and one of them we got was called Cactus Garden, and it is a fresh, floral yet peppery. I haven't looked at some of the different websites that talk about this stuff, but I genuinely think it's one of those that if it is a starting to get a cool summer evening, or maybe even a hot fall evening, I guess, there's some times where it would be a great scent to go out with. It's one of those scents that I just enjoy all the time. Now, number 10 is a little bit easier to get. It's not as expensive. You can actually go to like your local like TJ Maxx or whatever sometimes and find bottles of this stuff. And that would be the Dior Sauvage scent. Now it is more of I just forgot it, a bergamot scent, and it is a heavier flower scent that has like woody tones and different incense tones that you don't get. My fiance loves this scent on me. It's more of a winter tone, so it's like a deeper, darker scent that it just plays well with a cold time. It doesn't really play so much during the day, like the summertime and the springtime. That's when you want to start going at the end of fall and going through winter. And now, number 11, finally the last one, is another Louis Vuitton scent that is called La Mesite, and it is a late winter, early spring, or full through spring even, scent that is just a little fruity, floral, but like in a more masculine way. You know, it's as weird as that sounds, but it is another great scent that my fiance really enjoys, and it is There's just something about the different scents that we got, my little cousin and I got from a Louis Vuitton store for free for just being pretty cool. But both of those are really good, and if you can ever go and try and find a way to smell those, a great way to do that is by going to one of the many Louis Vuitton stores in Las Vegas. But that's again for a different time. Well, thank you guys so much for listening through this. This is again something a little different that I don't usually do, but again, I want to give these a try. I'm just trying out new different things to see what I enjoy and what gets responses and whatnot. If you could give this a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you have suggestions or anything, you can leave those in the comments down below. And again, as I said, I'm going to be putting up a paste bin that's going to have things like sources and things like product listings that, again, I could get commission on if you guys purchase anything from that, but it's no big deal. I just wanted to put a list of these things as well so you guys can see some of the things that I enjoy and some of the things that I like. Maybe you guys will like them too. Thank you guys so much for listening again. Have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you, I will talk to you guys soon.